Hi, welcome to this video. This video will be about the new moon in Pisces on March 17th, as well as some of the aspects that are leading up to this new moon. Mercury moved into Aries on March 5th, and Venus moved into Aries on March 6th. So our first signs of spring are just starting to pop up, and the bursts of energy that come with that are also starting to pop up. Mercury in Aries can bring us lively conversation and will help us to speak our truths and be more truthful in the way we speak. But it can also bring a certain amount of bluntness as well in our conversations. So it's important to maintain your filter at this time, because you could end up hurting someone's feelings if you're not careful about the words that you say. Now with Venus in Aries, this brings a sense of renewed excitement and joy into your relationship, as well as adventure and childlike playfulness. So this could be a lot of fun, and just a whole new zest could be had. And Mercury conjunct Venus allows us to have a heart-to-heart conversation, be more true in our conversations with our loved ones, and Venus kind of helps temper some of the Aries bluntness, so the truth can be spoken with a bit of more gentleness and beauty. So that's always helpful. And then, as I said in my last video, Jupiter goes retrograde March 8th. So with Jupiter going retrograde in Scorpio, this allows us to dig deep within our depths, to find the faith in ourselves as well as the truth within ourselves about what our beliefs are. And we can really come to a deeper understanding of our role in the transformation that is occurring at this time. So our role may be that we need to transform ourselves from within in order to transform the outer world. So this is kind of all going to be happening while it's retrograde. We're going to be digging deep, looking within, and transforming from within. And then once it moves forward again, the transformations may appear in your outer world a bit more. And then Mercury in Aries squares Saturn in Capricorn on March 10th. So this is a time when Mercury when Mercury in Aries could go wrong. But basically this square to Saturn could create a situation with an authority figure potentially, because Aries itself is a very strong leader energy, but it's also young at heart. It can be very childlike at heart, and it doesn't always like to listen. But Saturn in Capricorn is the authoritative figure, the father figure, the force that kind of keeps you from getting out of control. Saturn in Capricorn likes its control. So this can create an issue of sorts, around control, or maybe you're being overly immature or something, and someone decides to put their Saturn in kind of energy on you. That kind of thing could happen. Little things like that, or you could even have an issue with an actual authority figure if you're not careful. So it's just one of those times where got to keep yourself in check, or else someone else might have to do it for you. And then Venus also squares Saturn soon, but before then, Mars in Sagittarius trines Uranus in Aries on March 11th, and the Sun in Pisces sextiles Pluto in Capricorn on March 11th. So I couldn't help but think, when thinking about both of these aspects of the Doors song, Break On Through to the Other Side, alright, because Mars trine Uranus is like wanting to go forth and, go beyond, and explore new territory and find the unique, the eccentric, the weird. And then the Sun in Pisces sextiling Pluto is going to be a very in-depth exploration, a very strong leaning towards your own psychology and understanding the depths of your soul and understanding the depths of your unconscious mind. And with all this Pisces kind of energy recently occurring, there is a sense of having very vivid dreams or kind of entering altered consciousness states. I've noticed that when I've been sleeping, it's been very subtle sleep. I've been like partially awake during my sleeping time, and I haven't been fully deeply asleep. So during this time we might be doing dream work and inner work and really exploring symbolism and really trying to just understand a deeper level of who we are and ourselves. So yeah, and then on March 13th, Venus squares Saturn in Capricorn. So while Venus in Aries is a very joyful, playful kind of energy, Saturn creates a sense of restriction and responsibility. So if you've been ignoring responsibility a bit, then right now Saturn in Capricorn with this square to Venus may be kind of needing you to kind of hanker down and actually get some stuff done. Focus on the here and now, focus on the responsibilities that you need to take care of, because some tensions could arise in relationships if you've been having a bit too much fun. And then the new moon in Pisces is conjunct Chiron. So the new moon in Pisces is at 26 degrees and Chiron's at 28 degrees. So they're within 2 degrees of a conjunction on that day. And so this is a time for healing. Like, this is literally like going to be a very healing new moon. It's closing a page on old wounds and focusing on bringing a new sense of an emotional fulfillment, because Pisces itself is the collective emotions, really. And so there's this deep sensitivity that can occur. So a collective healing is occurring on this new moon. This can help us to just let go of old energies and bring in new energies. And following your intuition will be especially important on this day, and for, you know, until the sun moves into Aries, which will be very shortly after this new moon. But yeah, it'll be a very deep, sleepy, dreamy new moon in which you will feel very intuitive, very in your daydreams and in your emotional kind of realm. And it'll just help you kind of tie up some old loose ends that need just some extra healing and love. So the other aspects that are happening is that this new moon will also be square Mars, as Mars will be in the last degree of Sagittarius at the time of the new moon, but it will move into Capricorn later that day on March 17th. So just as Mars moves out of Sagittarius, it will be square this new moon. So confronting those truths within yourself that just may need to be faced, certain truths about yourself that may need to be faced. You'll be able to be like more in depth about what the truth of who you are is. You will feel into what it is about you that really needs to change next, the next actions that need to be taken to bring about your greatest growth. And then as Mars moves into Capricorn, Mars in Capricorn is going to help us to move towards those ambitions that we have. There's a mosquito getting on my head here. So Mars in Capricorn helps us to take grounded actions. It's not very fast moving. It can feel blocked at times, but with Mars in Capricorn, long-term goals can be started, and this is a good time to take action on those things and to take responsibility for yourself, to be more self-sufficient. And of course it likes to work efficiently as well. And then the other aspect going on is that this new moon will be trine Jupiter in Scorpio. So again, this is helping us to find that inner truth and to help us to transform the parts of ourselves that need healing, to transform the darker places within ourselves, and to help us to find the truth about ourselves and to focus on growing and healing and becoming the person that we are. All right, well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. I appreciate it very much. Have an awesome time.